everybody hear okay? Stop banging.
Yep.
Could you relax? Come on.
All right, so we're back on Nylons and Pylons. This is going to be our segment, The Life of a Professional Mascot. We were going to do this last week, but my buddy, who is a professional mascot, who we're going to largely talk about here because that's my frame of reference, he said in his contract he couldn't get on media at all, which is understandable because he's kind of a jackass, but that's what makes him so good at what he does and such a fun guy to hang out with. He's one of my good friends. I've known him for a long time. But, you know, he came to be the mascot of the Cowboys, lived with me for like a month across the street from the Valley Ranch compound, and was over there, kept going through interviews and kept making it, and finally they hired him. So he would hit me up, and if you don't know about the Cowboys mascot, it's this dumb white head with
awesome.
a gigantic hat, and you're basically in a Cowboys uniform with shoulder pads, the whole nine. His name is Rowdy. He's got a dumb, shit-eating grin on his face.
I love it.
And
do you remember what the ticket gave him as a nickname?
Yeah, they used to call him Ass Whip.
Which is
Which
so funny.
is hilarious. He'd get real pissed, and I'd be laughing about
That
that. Hey, did you hear the ticket?
like
I
that.
don't listen to that.
Funny.
So it was funny,
That
but
is
he's a great dude.
hilarious.
So anyway, he would, you know, we'd have to stand in every once in a while for him, didn't we, Dick? I hit Dick up and said, "Hey, we need some help as a mascot. I'm gonna be out of town." So we both
Still the highest paying job I've ever had.
Yeah, man. I used to go with him to. Did you do the school assemblies too?
I did, where we would teach drug awareness assembly.
Yeah, drug awareness, stranger danger. That was another one.
Jesus.
Like he didn't talk in the suit, Camille, so we would have to talk for him and MC the event, which we're both.
I know. I
very
remember.
good at.
I was there for one for sure.
Here I am hosting a podcast, and we got Bishop Dick over.
I don't know if it's appropriate.
What?
But I remember the first time I did it with Ted, and he said, "Listen, the most important thing that you're going to do during this whole assembly is make sure you get the check from the principal before we leave."
That's hilarious.
Yeah, man. That's business, bro. That's business. But yeah, so that was fun. We do there'd be times where we do like 3 assemblies in one day, and we'd get like what do we get paid back then? Like $150 an assembly or something.
Dude, it was.
Oh, you probably got like 100. He probably pocketed the other. He probably told you,
Yeah,
it's only 100.
probably. Yeah.
But I used to get one. I think it was $150 an assembly back then, which is
We used to do that, but then
you make $450 a day, a couple days a week doing that. That's a good gig in between what you're doing. Because I was out there rapping in the world, and you were.
Yeah, you were rapping at youth groups.
Yeah, rap it do.
Yeah.
But it was a fun time. It was a fun. There was one time actually that I was Spider-Man for a birthday party for a kid that was one of the Jones family kids.
Surprised you were ever in shape enough to be Spider-Man.
Well, back then, I was still skinny.
Yeah,
well,
can you imagine Blake with the Spider-Man tights on?
Dude,
the
my trajectory was like the coronavirus.
Oh, God.
I got a little thicker, and then I came back down. I'm back down now. 199 this morning. 199.7.
Yeah, that's still not.
That's pretty good for me. I'm 47, pushing 47.
Well,
Do not exercise, okay? And eat whatever I want. Well, except for during the day. I eat apples. I drink a ton of water.
look, all I'm going to say is I'm not going to throw you under the bus for all of the other things that you do.
Yeah, what else do you do?
Yeah.
Please. I'm straight and narrow.
Well, I'm
Straight as an arrow. So
You need to.
the Mascot
repent.
Olympics. Let me talk about. Well, actually, why don't you tell your funniest Rowdy story?
Yeah.
Because it's pretty good.
Well, I remember one year you must have been doing something. You had to have been on tour or something.
That's right. I was on tour.
And Ted calls me and says, "Hey, I got to go to training camp for the next month.
Yeah, that's
But
right.
I got about 15 appearances, and so I'm going to drop you off the Rowdy van and a couple Rowdy suits. And here's your schedule." And it was like real money. I was probably 19 years old, and I think I was going to make like a few $1,000s doing all these appearances.
Oh, that's crazy.
But the Rowdy van would only fit in my driveway, and so my dad got real pissed because he came home from work one day and the Rowdy van was parked in our driveway, and so he had to park in the front of the house.
I could not
Why
imagine.
didn't you
It was
park
real
on the
like
street?
I could not imagine your dad, who I have met multiple times. That must have been the funniest thing.
Yeah, man.
I could
Your dad is
he
a
would-
card.
He's
It's nothing else.
Yeah.
Both of our dads, actually all 3 of our dads are real true characters. Great American characters.
it was Yeah, it was kind of one of those things where I thought he would love it, Cowboys.
Oh, no.
But I think he
Cowboys.
just thought it was really lame that it was the mascot van in our
It
driveway.
wasn't like the Players van or,
No, yeah, it was nothing special.
Very
Exactly.
And
Oh,
remember when he
that's
got
so
the
funny.
ambulance?
He wasn't
and had it
telling his
mocked up?
friends, around happy hour that his son was the mascot for the Cowboys.
I know, right?
Yeah. Oh my god.
That's funny. Well, I remember, didn't we do a few? Well, I know my rap partner and I, Plato, Doug Crumb. I know we did some on-field appearances with him. Did you do an on-field one or?
Yeah, I did a couple of those at the old Texas Stadium.
Yeah, that's right. I was the Philadelphia Eagle one time, and he tied me up to the goalpost as they kicked off.
That's funny.
And I was looking through the head of this stupid
Well,
Eagles
that's
costume, seeing the
hilarious.
ball come close to me, and the guy was literally about 3 yards. It was kicked kind of deep in the end zone, right in the middle, like a little bit off. He was about 3 or 4 yards from me, and I thought, oh my God, if this comes back and hits me in the nuts while I'm tied up with my hands behind my back, that's going to be horrible, and everyone's going to laugh. And I'm going to be on national TV on ESPN.
Yeah, that's a very vulnerable position in that suit.
Scary, dude. Scary.
I remember I was doing a lot of appearances at various Papa John's around the
That's
Dallas-Fort
really
Worth
funny.
Metroplex.
Jared's pub. Yeah.
And you'd show up and
remember
there'd be a
the
couple of
Papa
Dallas
John's
Cowboys
commercial?
cheerleaders there,
Oh yeah. I did one at what was it? Hollywood Park or no, that's out here. What's the Grand Prairie Park called? Lone Star Park. I did one
Lone
for like
Star Park.
it was like for some corporate company, big company, and the hilarity was the cheerleaders were there, and you can check them out because you got the hat on. They can't see your eyes or anything.
Oh, God, you
It
would.
was
Yeah,
beautiful.
ew.
It was beautiful. It was a beautiful day.
Gross.
But we had some fun times with that.
I remember, did you ever have to sign autographs? I remember one
Oh,
time
yeah.
my rowdy autograph was so bad, and I got so beaten down with trying to write it in cursive that I just printed the name Rowdy on every
That's
single
really
autograph
funny.
that came through.
Yeah, because we had to sign those cards. When you go to a school, they give out a nice little card that said, Rowdy Day or whatever, and gave his stats like he's a football player. It was cute how they did it. But those kids love it. I think it's a great program for schools. Dude, one time, he hit me up and said, remember when the Cowboys had the Arena League team called the Dallas Desperados? You remember that day?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
What are you doing over there? Are you counting offering in between? Like, what's the deal? What are you doing? So the Dallas Desperados had this wolf mascot, and since Jerry owned the Desperados too, Ted had double. He had to moonlight for the same
Double dipping.
salary. I think they may have paid him more, but I think he got paid the same salary. If I know Jerry correctly, he got paid the same salary.
You don't know Jerry at all.
We know how Jerry does.
Just
So it was this wolf, and it was all fur, and it was extremely hot, right? And the
Was it
rowdy
Gray
suit,
Wolf?
yeah, like the old gray wolf. Didn't you think the rowdy suit was kind of hot because of the head?
Yeah, and it always smelled like mildew.
ew. What an awful experience to have.
Yeah, it was hell.
Mildew.
It was hell.
So, dude, and then when I asked my dad how he's doing, he goes, mildew him to keep from molding.
Wow, that's funny.
That's one of those cliches we didn't bring up.
I know,
which is
that's
very
a good
stupid
one.
Anyway, so not Rowdy. My buddy Ted, he goes, hey, do you want to do the Mascot Olympics that I've coordinated in Orlando at the arena where the Magic play? And I go, what? He goes, yeah, but I need you to be the Desperados mascot, which was this, I can't remember his name, but it was something Coyote out there or something.
I got to go to Disney World because of that.
Yeah, that's right. So the kids came out and went to Disney World
That was fun.
and Universal Studios.
Yeah.
We got to go there for free. But dude, during the arena, during the event, what you're doing is you're doing these obstacle courses against other mascots. So there's some that are so ridiculous they can't do any events because they're too big and cumbersome or whatever.
Yeah.
Like the guy, the Wisconsin Badgers mascot. Have you seen it? It's got the gigantic
It was
head.
Kid Coyote.
Kid Coyote,
Kid
yes,
Coyote.
thank you. Kid Coyote. God, dude, there was one time I had to go back in the tunnel and take the hat off because I was about to faint. Dude, they had us in these. Have you ever seen those big plastic clear balls that are filled
That's
with air?
like a
and
toaster.
You run. They're
Yeah.
already hot.
The hamster
as it is.
wheels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We were up
Yeah,
on this freaking balance beam in these giant shoes,
That's
And
really
the
funny.
other mascots are swinging these freaking ropes
That's
with big,
really
huge balls
funny.
on the end of it, knocking people out. It really was
I can
hilarious.
probably find that on YouTube.
There's a DVD somewhere in one of our possessions.
Oh,
unless your
somebody's
brother
got
sold
it.
in the garage sale. Which is
God, I
okay.
just found a photo of it.
Did
What a
you?
beating. That thing was a little idiot.
It was hilarious, dude. The Rangers mascot, I want to say, was there, but he wasn't the Rangers mascot. He was something else at the time, and then he got it later, which was kind of funny. But it was a fun time. I can't lie. It was fun, but it was hard work. So inside those suits, you're hot. You're in the rowdy van, cooling down the AC in between.
You can't see.
You can't see anything.
And it's very strict. Nobody can see you. Not even the client that you're there. You have
Yeah,
to
it's like they're Daft Punk or something.
Exactly.
You
You
know?
cannot be seen outside of the suit.
Wow.
But it was fun times, dude. And it finally all came to an end, I think, when they found the rowdy van outside Silver City, but we'll just leave it at that. But he's another mascot now for an NBA team. He's a great dude. He's extremely good at his job. You got to have a little jackass to be good, but he's extremely good. So we're going to get into another
Shout out
segment.
Ted.
Yeah, shout out to Ted for sure. So we're going to do board games during board times during quarantine on our next segment. We'll be right back on Nylons and Pylons.